Meteorologist Tim Buckley with an update on our winter storm as we go into Saturday evening. This thing will be getting going as we work our way into the evening hours. I know it's a lot of waiting at this point. Winter storm warnings, ice storm warnings, you name it, we've got it across the Carolinas here. This is a pretty serious situation. The main concern that differs with this one compared to others is that we have that big icing potential going into the day on Sunday. And you'll see this is a really large winter storm across a big chunk of the country. We see it from Texas into the south with a lot of snow falling in Tennessee, a lot of icing happening in Mississippi and Arkansas. And that's kind of the part of the storm that concerns us around here, is that once we get into the overnight and especially into the day on Sunday, we could see some major impacts from sleet and from ice around our area. Now, hopefully you aren't, but we are saying that you should be prepared to be stuck for a couple of days. And while power outages are expected, they're not guaranteed, just going to depend on where that worst icing sets up. We've adjusted very slightly our freezing rain risk around the region. About 1/4 of an inch to maybe as much as 1/2 an inch is possible from Reedsville to Greensboro, Winston-Salem. Areas south, not a guarantee that you'll get more than 1/2 an inch, but it is possible and something that you definitely need to be taking seriously. So at this point, all of us, we've probably gone ahead and prepared. So we can work on getting you the timing of this. If we're going to have any snow showers, boy, would that be really brief. And that would happen tonight, by the way, for your Saturday evening. Moreover, we're looking at this as more of a sleet concern, with sleet pellets mixing in and making up about 1 to 2 inches to maybe as much as 3 across parts of our area. The more of that would be to the north. So your Saturday planner, as we go throughout the rest of the afternoon and evening, again, slick roads, that's the main concern for tonight. And that's happening as the sleet starts to accumulate a little bit. We'll see the radar fill in the gaps by the evening. It takes a little while because we have a lot of cold, dry air in place right now. And then overnight, I fully expect it to be mostly sleet for the nighttime hours. That means you're going to hear it pinging on your windows. You're going to notice it accumulating outside as well. Now, here's the big question in the forecast. When do we transition to that shade of pink? That's the freezing rain. This is the sleet. That's worse for power outages. This is worse for road conditions. So when does that switch over happen? Our model has it happening pretty early, around 4, 5, and 6 in the morning. If that's the case, we're going to have a lot of icing around here, and that's going to bring down some trees, bring down some power lines. So we can hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That ice threat is certainly real from Sunday morning through Sunday night. Now, it could finish off with a line of heavy rain, actually, very briefly for our area. The main impacts that we're concerned about, the ice, the travel, the power outages could last for a while because considering how big this storm is, there are a lot of regions in our state, but also across the eastern United States that are impacted by this. Icy roads and dangerous travel, that's the name of the game heading into Sunday. You want to stay home. Leave the roads for anybody who truly has to be out there, the EMS crews and the like. It's just not a day to be messing around with it. Once we get the storm out of here, which does happen tomorrow night, you saw right there on Monday, the winds are super gusty and really cold. We'll also have bitter cold air going into early next week. So much like the situation we're seeing out to the west of us, we're going to have sloppy roads and they're going to be icy roads for a long time. Take a look here. You'll notice on the forecast that we are looking at temperatures really chilly for a while. Morning lows will be in the teens and single digits all week long.